Hey, how you doing there, my dear friends? So good to see you. My name is Dan. Yeah. But my friends call me Dan. And I don't know what I'm talking. I'm just goofing around. I'm sorry. Live from beautiful, beautiful Oak Lawn, Illinois. You know about Oak Lawn, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything you've heard, it's all true. The beauty, the splendor, yeah. Come and visit us. Hey, there's a phrase that was used by Jesus. It's found in the book of Luke chapter 12, verse 48, and the phrase basically goes like this: to whom much is given, much is expected. See, when somebody has been given much, then much will be required from them in return. We expect more from you. We expect more from you. Why? Why? Because you were given more. To whom much is given, much is required. Back a long, long time ago, about 130 years ago or so, back when I was in grade school, I got into a little bit of trouble one day in class. Not a big thing, but I had to get reprimanded by the teacher. My mouth got me into trouble every now and then. Is that shocking to any of you? You're stunned, aren't you? Dan, really? Your mouth? Golly. Anyhow, so the class was letting out then at the end of the session, and the teacher said, "Hey, Dan, come here. Stay here for a minute." So there's, all the students walking out of the classroom, and I'm walking over to the teacher's desk, and I'm thinking, this is probably not a good development for me here. And the teacher said to me, she kind of waited till everybody was out, and she said to me, "I know your mom and dad." My mom was actually a school teacher in this very same school district. And in fact, in the school building right across the street from the building that we were in, my mom was over there right then teaching class. This woman and my mom were co-teachers in the same school system. And she said, my teacher now said to me, "I know what kind of home you come from. I know how you've been raised." And she said, "I expect more from you than that." She said, "Do you know what I mean?" And I said, "Yes, I know what you mean." She didn't say this biblical phrase. She didn't say that, but in a way, what she was saying to me is this: "You've been given a lot, mister." Yeah, she said, basically what she's saying is, I happen to know that you've been blessed, and to whom much is given, much is expected. And you know what? She was right. She was right. Hey, let me ask you something. What have you been given? See, I want to suggest, if you'll think about it, at least in some areas of life, you've probably been given a lot. You probably have. I think probably. I don't know, obviously, everybody who will watch this, but most of you who watch this, in some way or another, God has been generous with you. And to whom much is given, much is expected. And by the way, this truth that we're talking about, to whom much is given, much is expected, this applies to every area of life. It applies to skills and gifts and talents, yes, absolutely. But it also applies to things like our financial resources. Some of us have been given much there. It applies to intellectual skill and mental aptitude and abilities along those lines. It applies, think of it this way. This applies to everything and anything of importance or value that we have. To whom much is given, much is expected. You say, expected by whom? By God. You say, well, does God think he's the boss of me or something? As a matter of fact, he does. Yeah, he does think he's the boss of you. God is our loving Heavenly Father. Thank you for that. Yes, he is. But he is also superior to us in every way. And that's good. This is good. Hey, you know what? We're going to talk a little bit more about these kinds of things. What we're talking about right now here, I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow a little bit more at church, at the First Church of God, August 27th, Sunday, August 27th, First Church of God, 4600 West 111th Street in beautiful Oak Lawn, Illinois. Why don't you come and join us? You say, Dan, will it be really that outstanding? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Service times 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. You'll be blessed. You say, well, you want it to be this good, and that's why. Yes, you're right. I do, and it will. So come on. No, really. Get in the car now and sit and wait, and then start it up early in the morning and drive over so you'll be ready. Come on and join us.